Good morning, student. I, Rashmi ma'am, is again back with your online classes, or you can say your online session for class 8. Subject is biology. Now we are on the last topic of this chapter 2, reproduction in plants. The last topic of this chapter is artificial pollination. What is artificial pollination? The improvement in quality of seeds and increase in the production of grains, cereals, fruits and vegetables are essential to provide food for rapidly increasing human population. This is made possible by artificial pollination, also called hybridization. So artificial pollination is also known as hybridization. Artificial pollination is the type of pollination carried out by the man. So this artificial pollination is being always carried out by the man. It is a mechanical technique used to pollinate plants when natural pollination is insufficient or undesirable. What is that? So this artificial pollination is only and only carried by the man. It is a mechanical technique used to pollinate plants when natural pollination is insufficient. When natural pollination is insufficient, or you can say undesirable. Likewise, when through natural pollination the range of this population can't be get fitted, that's why this artificial pollination has been done. It does not require the help of insects or weather. Artificial pollination does not require the help of the pollinating agents and the weather condition. There are times when natural pollinators are not present and also their introduction might be risky. Then alternative methods of pollination such as artificial pollination are employed. Now see where that is many places where the pollination doesn't occur by itself. Means what? There are times when natural pollinators are not present. The natural pollinators are not present and their introduction might be very risky. Likewise, if natural pollinators are introduced in the pollination, they should be have their deaths also. That's why that place has been chosen as an alternative method of pollination such as artificial pollination, which has been employed. Now what should be the methods of artificial pollination? First method, this type of pollination is for the vegetable plants with male and female parts on separate plants. This type of pollination is for the vegetable plants with male and female parts on separate plants. Take a male flower and remove its petal. If you take a male flower and remove its petal, try not to touch the stamens to avoid the pollen grains to your finger. What you have to do? You have to take a male flower and remove their petals. And do not touch the stamens to avoid the pollen grains to your fingers. Now find a blooming female flower with its petals pushed back. Now what we have to do? We have to find a blooming female flower with its petals pushed back. Touch the stamen of the male flower to the stigma of the female flower and roll over it gently. The pollen will transfer to the stigma and pollination will occur. Now after that what we have to do? We have to touch the stamen of the male flower and to the stigma of the female flower and roll over it gently. Means what? Stamen and stigma we have to mix it with the help of our finger. Like this, what happens? The pollen will transfer to the stigma of the female flower and over there pollination will occur. So likewise, with the help of our finger we can do the first method. Second method, move cotton over the stamens of a male flower to gather as much pollen grains as possible. In second method, what you can do? We can move cotton over the stamens. We can move cotton over the stamens so that on the male flower, so that as much as pollen grains can stick with the cotton. Now shed the collected pollens on the stigma of a female flower. Now the pollen grains which has been attached to the cottons, now they can be setted on the stigma of the female flower. Likewise, this second method we can use for the artificial pollination. Now the third method. First pass with your finger, second is with the help of the cotton, and the third. This method is applicable to self-pollinating plants such as tomatoes, beans, peppers, etc. Either a fan is set up or the branches are shaken to shed the pollen from the stamen to the stigma. This method is applicable to self-pollinating plants. Third method can be affected only on that plants those can do their self-pollination. Likewise, tomatoes, beans, pepper. Either a fan is set up or the branches are shaken to shed the pollen from the stamen to the stigma. What we have to do? We will use the fan, electric fan, or the branches through which we can shake the plant so that the pollen from the stamen of the male flower can fall on the stigma of the female flower, and over there pollination can occur. So the another name of artificial pollination is also known as hybridization. In hybridization, plants with desired characters are selected, or you can say in case of bisexual flower, stamens are removed from the flower to be used as female flower, which is known as emasculation. In bisexual flowers, stamens are removed from the flower to be used as female flower, that is known as emasculation. The pollen from one such plant is transferred to the stigma of the selected flower, that is known as pollination. The pollinated flowers are covered with polythene bags to avoid pollination from their another source. Now, what should be the aim of the pollination? What should be the aim of the pollination? Now, the seeds obtained by this artificial pollination are called hybrid seeds. Now, the seeds obtained by artificial pollination are called hybrid seeds. The plants obtained from these seeds are called hybrid plants, and the artificial pollination is used to produce high yielding and disease resistant varieties of plants which can grow matured and more easily, plants with better quality of flowers and seeds with high nutritive value and palatability. So these are the aims of the artificial pollination. And what is artificial pollination? Now, stages of artificial pollination. The male and female flowers are chosen from different plants. Cover the flowers to keep off the pollinating insects. After the flowers are sexually mature, pollinate them one by one, the artificial method. Gently rub the pistil of the female flower to the stamens and blow on it to ensure that the pollen has stuck over it. Now cover the fertilized flower again until the fruit starts forming. This is how we can obtain fruits by artificially pollinating the flowers. The advantage of artificial pollination is that it increases the fruit size and seed numbers. The artificial pollination also has high conversion from flowers to export fruits. This type of pollination is fixed because it doesn't depend upon any chance factors. So the main advantage of artificial pollination is to increase the fruit size and the seed numbers. As much as fruit size will be increased and seed numbers, there would be the high conversion from flowers to exports fruits. So this type of pollination is fixed because it doesn't depend upon any chance factors. Now this was the artificial pollination. Now we are moving towards fertilization in plants. Now what should be the fertilization? A plant is nature's gift as they provide us with the food, oxygen, shelter, clothing, etc. They are also known as universal or primary producer. Plants are what? Natural gifts as they provide us what? Food, oxygen, shelter, clothing, etc. They are also known as universal or primary producers. They are known as universal or primary producer like all other living organisms. Plant respire also, grow also, develop also, excrete also and reproduce also. All higher plants reproduce by fertilization. Every plant reproduced by fertilization. Fertilization in flowering plants was discovered by Ralph B. Strasburger in the year 1884. Now we should have a brief discussion on this fertilization. Now we are moving towards on the brief discussion of fertilization. Now what is fertilization? In a simple definition, we should know that fertilization is a process of sexual reproduction in plants which occurs after pollination and germination. Fertilization is a sexual reproduction in plants which occurs after pollination and germination. Or you can define as the fusion of the male gametes with the female gametes to form a diploid zygote. Fusion of a male gamete with a female gamete is called fertilization, in which we form a diploid zygote. On reaching the stigma, the pollen grain grows into a thin pollen tube. It extends through the style, reaches the ovary and then enters the ovule. The pollen tube contains two male gametes, one of which fuses with the female gamete or egg nucleus and forms a zygote. Now you can see androecium, male gamete, pollen grains, male gamete, fertilization, gynoecium, ovule, ovum. Both are get fertilized and form the zygote, and this zygote is called embryo, and in this embryo we will find seed inside it. So fertilization can be defined as the fusion of the male gamete, that is pollen, and the female gamete, that is ovum to form a diploid zygote which forms the embryo, and in embryo we will find the seeds. It is a psychochemical process which occurs after the pollination of the carpel. The complete series of this process takes place in the zygote to develop into a seed. In the fertilization process, flowers plays a significant role as they are the reproductive structures of angiosperms, flowering plants. The method of fertilization in plants occurs when gametes in haploid condition fuses to produce a diploid zygote. In the course of fertilization, male gametes get transferred into the female reproductive organs through pollinators, honeybees, birds, bats, butterflies, flower beetles, and the final product will be the formation of the embryo in a seed. So this was the fertilization, how it happens inside the flower.